In today's video we are visiting the heart of Staffordshire, one of the country's most prestigious Fatstock events, which is the English Winter Fair. The English Winter Fair sees some of the country's most renowned livestock breeders battle it out and compete to become this year's champion breeder. So throughout the show I'll be explaining exactly what is going on and why some of the various things happen. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hello everyone, Will again here. So today we are at the English Winter Fair, which is one of the biggest Fatstock shows in the country. Should be a really cool day. I'm going to show you around to see exactly what is going on. So really hope you enjoy it, guys. We'll head inside and see what's going on. Right guys, so first of all we are starting off down the cattle line. So here at the English Winter Fair there are a range of Fatstock including pigs, sheep, cattle, poultry as well as carcasses. So basically down here we have all the cattle lines, across in the hull over there we've got sheep and pigs over there. So the plan is going to have a little bit of a look at all of them. There are a range of cattle here today, so we've got commercial and pedigree cattle. Just down here we have some blues as a guess. Over there some limiters and all sorts. We will have a little bit of a look at them, but mainly what we are here at the show is basically stuff that's produced for the table, so they're all Fatstock. So we're looking for sort of the best carcass. So just for example here we have a blue or a blue cross. Look at the back end on that, so really shapy beast. But we're just having a look there, you can see the shape on that, the length, and that's the kind of stuff that they're getting judged against. Down here we have some blondes and all of the breeds, so carry on round and we'll have a look at some other stuff. Right guys, so as I said before, there are commercial and pedigree cattle here. So just down here we've got the Cemental breed, as you can see behind me. But basically to show what they do, all the pedigree breeds compete within the breed, and at the end they all go into one big championship to compete against each other. Whereas the commercial cattle, which are all basically crossbred cattle, do the same. So they all meet in the overall championship at the end, which we'll be showing later. But down here we've just got some Cementals. There's also some Limiters here, some British Blue, some Shorthorns, and I'm sure I've missed a few breeds off, but we'll head on to the pigs and sheep now. I'll show you them, and then we might come back and talk a little bit more about these and a bit more in the show ring. So that is the plan now. Here in the sheep section at the show there are also a range of breeds, and most of these will be terminal sire breeds. This basically means that their sole purpose is to be bred for meat. Much like the cattle section, these will compete together within their own breeds, and then finally they will all compete against each other in the overall sheep championship. So now we're going to head over to my sister Ellie, where she's been competing in the sheep young handlers. Right guys, so we're now down at the sheep section. I'm joined by Ellie, who has actually been showing at the show. What have you been showing?
I've been showing some textile crosses as part of like fat sheep.
So you've been in the young handlers today?
Yeah, just the young handlers today.
Which one was yours out here?
The one currently behind now.
So basically with these, Ellie's been in young handlers, so it's a little bit different. They're basically looking at the show skills, isn't it? So what can you tell us about the lamb you were showing?
So the questions that you get asked is like how heavy it is. So mine was 40 kilos. When it was born, which is April. What breed it is, which is mine's Texel Cross. Normally what you feed it on. So ours is nuts and hay. So
oh, cool.
It's a bit of everything, really.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now is talk a little bit more about fat lambs and why they're different to like the sheep at home, which are clins. So the clins at home, they're a maternal breed, and these are designed as a carcass. So what are you looking for with a fat lamb now?
So kind of making sure wherever the cuts of meat are really, so their back end, along the back, making sure they've got good conditioning. So they're basically ready for the butchers, and that they'll make a good piece of meat on the plate. Yeah,
so I'm basically going to go down later and chat to all the butchers here at the show you guys what they should be like as an end product. That's basically up these, you're looking for something that has a lot of meat coverage on the lamb as well as a decent bit of fat, unlike the maternal sheep at home. So what we're going to do now, pop over to pigs. I don't know a lot about pigs, and talk about them. Right guys, so we're now down in the pig section. Down here, it's basically the same as the cattle on the sheet. You split commercial and pedigree. Down here we have commercial pigs. So with the pigs, it's very much like the cattle and sheep again. You're looking at the conformation and the meat coverage on these to get the best carcass possible. So you're looking at the hams, you're looking at the length. When I say hams, it's like back end kind of area. But yeah, it's fairly simple. I just wanted to come down to see the pigs really. I don't know much about pigs, so I can't talk much about them, but I thought it's quite cool to see them and they're quite fun. So, alright guys. Now we head back to the cattle rings and the competition is really starting to hot up, where we see commercial and pedigree classes taking place. So the champion of each of these classes will then head into the overall Supreme Championship. So now we are finally here at this year's overall Supreme Championship of the English Winter Fair. So within the Supreme Beef Championship we have 3 contenders: the homebred and fed champion, the pedigree champion and the crossbred champion. Behind them you see the reserves, but really what we're looking at is the 3 animals at the front, which all happen to be Limousins or Limousin crosses.
It is our purebred champion from Chloe Thomas that gets a hearty slap on her own from Merriman.
And that's it, the pedigree Limousin heifer takes the overall Supreme Championship. And a huge congratulations to Mr. D. Thomas for such a fine beast. Right guys, so now I'm just joined by Ben from Greenfield. So you are a butcher and you are working with the Tech Society today. Yep. And you've got an array of meat on show. So Ben's just going to have a quick chat to us about what he looks for in Fatstock. So basically all the Fatstock out there today, what Ben's looking for as an end product. So kind of go through the whole system and what kind of thing you're looking for.
So we breed 3/4 Texas lambs from a commercial flock, running at just under 1,000 ewes. When we sort of pick our lambs out, we're looking for a bigger carcass weight. So UK average for sort of supermarket trays 20-21 kilo. And then the lamb at the back here, that's a 31 kilo dead weight.
That's a fairly decent lamb, that is.
Yeah, so that's sort of like the top end of where we get to really. And then sort of our average spec is sort of 25 kilo.
Yeah, cool.
And that's because we're sort of like a fair bit of our trays into pubs as well. So it gives them an option of a bigger joint.
Yeah.
So it just helps them out because they can have a bigger joint, less messy around, loads of little joints.
The good thing about what you do is these will have a lot more meat coverage and a lot better finish than some of the supermarket stuff, won't they? A lot in general.
Yeah, so when you buy a chop, like you can get away with eating one chop instead of having to have 3 or 4 different chops. When you go to the supermarket spec. And also, there's not that much more bone to a bigger carcass than what there is to a smaller one. Same bone structure completely, it's just they're slightly bigger but not much at all. Our breed keeps them down really, it's quite minimal, so same killing costs, the same butchering expenses, and you're getting more meat from the end product.
And then moving on to like beef product, I'm not that knowledgeable on the beef side, but what kind of weights would you aim for yourself with the beef side?
A side of beef coming in at dead weight, we're looking at 170 kilo.
And what would that be about live weight? 600-ish?
Just under, I'd say.
Yeah, just under 600.
Looking like that, 5-6%.
So
yeah, you're looking at 600.
Fair enough.
And then ours are all native cross, so Hereford cross, Longhorn cross.
Trying to get a little bit more flavour in there.
A bit more flavour, a bit better fat coverage for that size of piece. Go to sort of your big commercials like your Limmers and whatnot. Really nice beef, but you can't get the fat at that lower weight. So that's where we stick to with that. Just produces really nice beef.
Yeah, cool. And then finally you do a little bit of pork and other stuff too.
Yeah, so our pigs that come in, they're all commercial breeds due to the fact it gets us what we want. We've got a good product, plenty of meat, but our pig farmers actually changed his breeds a little bit to a bit more native to get the fat coverage at a different weight. On the side support coming in.
Yeah, so predominantly across the range, you're looking to prove something that's nice for the customer and not just little stuff like a supermarket. So this is more stuff that tastes nice and not just look good and be cheap to produce for a supermarket.
Definitely, we're looking at producing products and going with that slightly bigger weight class as well, with like the lambs and the pork.
Yeah.
You can produce a bigger product, like a better product for very simple money. You don't have to overcharge. That's our motto, not overcharging.
So where are you based for everyone that's just wondering?
We're based at Twycross.
So about 45 minutes from our farm, Twycross. I'll put some links and stuff in the description below, but thank you Sven for talking to us a little bit. Cheers mate, thank you.
Cheers.
So now we head over to the final part of the show, the auction. This is where the champion and the reserve champion are auctioned off to the highest bidder.
Six two, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5, 6 6, 6 7, 6,007. If it's very painful, we'll take it off. Oh, I'll swing. 6,007. What are you doing? 6,007. We're up the swing. That's 6,007. 6,007. The champion for this year. At 6,700. Now back up. 6,008. 6,008, 6,008, what are you doing now, sir? 6,008, 6,008, dig deep, don't you worry about that. 7,000, 7,008, you're making me happy here, you got a beast. 7,008, 7,000, what are you doing now? 7,000, now across, 7,000, 7,000, are we taking it off? 7,000 down, it's down this side, split that out there, 7,000, you across. Then we'll sell it then. Out here, that's goal. 7,000. So Anthony Dixon, put your hands together. Well done. Thank you guys. Thank you all boys. 3,002, I'm going to local man. 3,002. 3,002, bring on time. Out of the 6, we're on the corner there. At 3,200. He brought it to sell it anyway. We find it. We're over. Having stuff. 3,002, 3,200, last ball, listen in, sell it, now, 3,002. You are an absolute gentleman, I hope she's lucky at your doctor. The sales at your doctor. Cheers, mate, thank you.
Right guys, that is the English Winter Fair 2021 over and out. So what I've done is put a little bit of a compilation of any bits I've missed out of the video so far, including the carcass for you all to watch now. So I hope you enjoy. Massive thank you for watching guys. If you would, please give the video a massive like. If you won't mind even more, subscribe to the channel. Cheers guys, I will see you next time.